Right, hi lads and lasses, welcome to Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. What we're going to do today is I'm going to compare two different darts that are from the same player, the same manufacturer, but what they are is in two different materials. One's not an expensive dart, but a middle of the range dart. One of them's a cheap dart, and let's have a look and see what the difference is between them, the difference in the way that they're made, the difference in price, and see whether it's actually worth buying a cheaper set of darts. And the reason I've done this is, if you think about it, today you can go out and buy 10 sets of darts online before you actually find a set of darts that suit you. So it might be a bit more fortuitous to go and buy 10 sets of cheap darts than 10 sets of dear darts. So buy 10 sets of cheap darts, one set of decent darts once you know where you're going, and then you can always eBay the old ones off, can't you? And even if you only make 50% of what you actually paid for them, at least you've got something back, haven't you? So it's one of those upstairs for thinking shows, downstairs for dancing. So let's get on with that little bit of a review and let's go and compare those darts. So let's go and do that right now. Right, so here we are over in section 1, and what we're going to do in section 1 is we're going to have a look at these darts, a little bit of a review we're doing today. And we've got the MVG, as you can see, we've got the MVG Advance and the MVG Adventure. Well, the MVG Adventure is the bottom of the range. I'd say bottom of the range, the like budget one. It's both thingy brass darts but below tungsten darts, and these darts are made out of Onyx. So it's made out of an Onyx material, and they are 20 grams steel tips, and it says quality assured on the box. Michael Van Gerwen official product. MVG design Adventure. It looks like a decent looking dart actually, to be honest with you. And as usual with the MVG darts from Winmau, in this sort of like setting you get 3 barrels, you get 3 sets of stems and 3 sets of flights. So really good value for money these are, I've got to say. Right, first of all, a little word from MVG himself, and this is something I'm assuming that he's written himself. The MVG Adventure are designed for maximum grip and power. Feel the bite of the dart right when you need it. That's the MVG Adventure, and then we go on to the MVG Advanced. These are sort of like lower to middle range set of darts from MVG. These are 80% tungsten and they're 23 grams. And they are match weighted. Now that's one thing we noticed from this set of darts to this set of darts. These are match weighted, these are not match weighted, or they don't claim to be match weighted. Right, let's turn that over. Exactly the same format. 3 barrels, 3 sets of stems, 3 sets of flights. Again, really good value for money. Being 80% tungsten, I think they're going to be a good long lasting set of darts for you. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to first of all go to the lower of the 2 ranges of darts, and we're going to get these out. These are the Onyx ones, and we'll have a quick look at these. Oh, there we go. Right, so first of all what we've noticed in here is we've got 3 sets of flights, 3 sets of stems. They're a really good idea, these, if you want to buy say 4, 5, 6, because we all do the same thing. As I said in the introduction, you've got to buy loads of sets of darts from online now to find the ones that actually suit you. So going through these sort of darts is a lot less financially painful than it is going through 60, 70 and 80 quid sets of darts at a time. Right, so let's get them out and have a quick look at them. They're a nice chunky dart anyway, that I will say. Right, so let's get that out of there. Right, so a quick close-up look at these. I'm just hoping that that's in focus. We've got the MVG logos on them. It's quite an aggressive grip, that, actually, believe it or not, even though there's not a lot of it. Where the actual grip is on the barrel, you can really feel it. So yeah, tend to agree with Michael on that one. We've got the nice anodised black points. We've got standard black stems. I'd say they're medium length stems, and that's about as much as you can say about them. Right, so we've considered that they're not weight matched, but they're not that far off, so they're not fantastic, and not it's only 0.25 of a gram, so it's not massive. When I weighed some old ones from the 80s of my brothers, they were way worse than this. Right, so those are the MVG Adventures. So we'll put those back on top of that box. So that's the MVG Adventure. And now what we'll do is we'll have a look at the MVG Advance and see what we think of the difference in the quality. Right, oh, well, these are a lot more like what I would consider to be a usable set of darts. As you can see instantly, the barrels are a lot slimmer because of the fact that the tungsten rather than ionics. Right, pull these out. There we go. With this again, you get your 3 sets of flights, 3 sets of stems. Excellent, let's pull one out. Right, let's have a look at that, and as you can see, a massive difference in the actual diameter of the barrel. Really big difference in that. There appears to be a lot better grip on these, but believe it or not, the actual grip level is lower than it is on the Adventures. So the Advance is a lower grip level than it is on the Adventures. You've got some wider cuts at the back which give you a little bit more control. You've got a double cut at the front, but it's quite a smooth double cut. It's not an aggressive one. So I'm going to give these darts an overall 2.5, 2 to 2.5 on the grip level. What we're going to do now is we'll have a little bit of a comparison. So I'll get one of these out of the point protector and put that one next to this one, and you can see the massive difference there now between the two darts. You've got quite a chunky dart here and quite a nice slim dart there. Tungsten ionics. Right, so what we're going to do now, without further ado, is we're going to leave the thing of the bench, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to chuck them, which obviously is the best part of this. I'll be using the same flights and stems on the two different types of barrels. Right, so let's get over there in section 2. Let's have a chuck of these darts. Right, so here we are, and what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little bit of a chuck of these darts. The MVGs, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Adventures, which are the cheaper set of darts. They don't actually look too bad with the thing of the flights and stems on them, and they feel quite balanced. They don't feel too bad at all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my set of flights and stems, which I've been using at the moment. They were just ones that I repaired my darts with, believe it or not, in the pub about a week and a half ago, just before I went to the UK Open. And the flights were like new, the stems were like new, so I just left them on. And they actually feel alright, they feel quite balanced, I'm surprised. So let's have us first handful with them and see how we go, shall we? Not bad. Not bad. I've had tungsten darts that have felt worse than this, to be honest with you. And all I'm doing here is judging the actual feel of the darts and what have you, so I'm not throwing actually for the 60, I'm just throwing my first dart in and throwing my second 2 darts behind it. So verdict on them. These, they feel balanced, they feel okay, they feel nice to throw, there's a decent level of grip on them. I've got to say I'm quietly impressed. For a really cheap set of darts, I'm quietly impressed. So what I'm going to do now is whip these shafts off and flights, and we'll go over to the MVG Advanced. Right, so here we have, these are the MVG Advance. So these actually feel, when you pick them up, more like a proper set of darts. I've got to say, they do feel more like a proper set of darts, just being honest like I always do. They're nice, they're a lot slimmer, the grip, the actual material itself feels like better quality, dare I say. Right, so let's have a first three with these and see what they're like. Yeah, nice and balanced. Fly quite well. Yeah, totally different set of darts. Got to say, the other set for beginners, perfectly fine, but if you can afford the extra 10 or 15 quid, whatever it is, to buy these ones, well worth it. Hey, bully challenge. Right, so to recap, what do we think? We've had a little bit of a look at them, well, a little bit of a chuck of them. Not a massive chuck, but obviously I'll no doubt be playing a little bit with some other, because I've got a load of sets of these, so I'll be playing with these a little bit more in the future and hopefully get a little bit more of an hang of them. Quite like the Advanced darts, they fly quite well, they're well balanced. The Adventure, really good for if you like a little bit of a thicker barrel, because some people do, especially ones that like bombs and stuff like that. If they like the thickness of the barrel, if you like a slightly thicker barrel, then the Adventure is possibly for you. So it's horses for courses. Right, so thanks for watching Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. I hope this little review has been entertaining as well as informative. And don't forget, lads and lasses, if you want a set of these, just get in touch with me. I can give you a little bit of a further advice on them if that's what you want. We've got loads of different darts. If you go over to my eBay shop, there's loads of darts on sale there. Merchandise, coaching sessions, stickers, all sorts of stuff are on sale there. And don't forget, if you spend £1 with Dynamite Dave, you get a slip in the raffle at the end of the month. So it's on the 25th of every month, and you've got a chance to win some fantastic prizes. We've got Blade 5 dartboards, Blade 6 dartboards, Samurai 2 dartboards, and that's just the boards. We've got loads of different sets of darts. Every set of dart that is on eBay, that is part of the raffle as well. So if that gets picked out, then it just gets taken off eBay. So you have a good chance of winning a really good prize. If you're the first prize winner, you get to choose what you want. A little bit more, if you want some darts coaching, so if you want some professional one-to-one coaching, all you've got to do is look down in the description there, send me an email, dj.llewellyn123@outlook.com. That's dj.llewellyn123@outlook.com. The link will be down in the description, so you'll just be able to copy the email, paste it into your whichever email system you use, send me an email and I'll send you back all the information that you'll require. And loads of people have been through the Dynamite Dave way now, and everybody who sticks to it absolutely loves it. So there you go, definitely worth a go, definitely worth getting in touch. Spend a bit of money with Dynamite Dave, get yourself into that raffle. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. And always, told to the hockey!